Apparently, a bunch of people, for some reason, who played Downshot think that BONELAB is the copy and Downshot was the original, when that's wrong with a bunch of different stuff and for a bunch of different reasons. And also, why do people prefer Downshot over BONELAB? Is it just because of the multiplayer? And also, I don't just mean the people who think that BONELAB is the actual copy, I mean people who know that it isn't. And also, who for some reason have both. When I just don't understand that. Because in my opinion, BONELAB is way better. It could possibly be because it's easier to play multiplayer, but other than that, Downshot actually sucks. Especially compared to a really good game like BONELAB or BONEWORKS. So, for some reason, there are a bunch of different theories, but for stuff like that. But at the same time, though, you kind of have to play Downshot for you to know about that. People don't really make videos on it or anything. And also, that's actually how I figured out about it. Because Shocked actually sometimes plays Downshot. Did you really think I was going to say that it's because I used to play Downshot a lot? Or I play it a lot now? Well, I used to play it every once in a while, but that was before I had BONELAB. It was kind of just the demo version or something like that. I'm not sure. But no, it's not the copy. Because this is when BONELAB released. And this is when Downshot released. So, BONELAB was released first. And also, it's a sequel of BONEWORKS, which came out way before Downshot. Well, not way before, but a few years before. So, it's impossible for BONELAB to be a copy. And also, I don't really understand how that even really started. Some people also think that Brandon, or someone else in Stress Level 0, made a video saying that they copied Downshot, when nothing like that ever happened. I don't understand how some people think that. So, I'm actually gonna go and ask some people in Downshot. Yes, I had to play this dumb game, just for this video. Copy Downshot or BONELAB?
Downshot is way better than BONELAB.
Which one do you think's the copy, Downshot or BONELAB?
BONELAB.
Wait, hold on.
Downshot,
Which one?
Actually, no,
Which one do you
BONELAB.
think's the copy, Downshot or BONELAB?
Yes, heavily BONELAB.
No. No, it's not.
Bro, they have a YouTube channel. The owner say, I copy this game to get a log on the game players. Bro, wait, the owner say that on YouTube, or stupid.
Wait, what?
The BONELAB owner. The BONELAB monkey stick.
A few things. First, why do VR little Timmys always say owner instead of creator or something like that? Like, what do you mean? And also, what do you mean he said it on YouTube? Or don't you mean on YouTube? You actually sounded retarded. And I can tell that you're a little kid. Both of the people actually sound like... Both the people who said that BONELAB's the copy sound like little kids. And also, Brandon and no one else from Stress Level 0 have posted on YouTube in years. So I don't know what they're talking about. And also, I already said, BONELAB's a sequel of BONEWORKS, and both BONELAB and BONEWORKS are released way before Downshot. Well, not way before, but a few years before for both of them. So, I just don't understand why and how this is happening. Why do people think that? And how do people think that? I just don't understand it. Like, why? Why and how? And also, I can tell that neither of them were even old enough to be playing either VR or Downshot. And also, I feel like a bunch of the people who think that Downshot's better, not the people who think that BONELAB's the copy, but just the people who think that's better. Most of them are probably people who just can't afford BONELAB. No offense. You're probably just broke. So, yeah. BONELAB isn't the copy. I don't know where that myth came from. So, yeah. And if you were one of those little kids, then maybe actually do some research and stop playing a dumb game that you're not even old enough to be playing. Peace.